Well, hello there, fellow miners. No, I'm not streaming Star Citizen. I'm doing Way of the Hunter again. No, wrong game again. It's called Hunter Call of the Wild. I do know what I'm doing, I promise. Here we go, we'll get onto the main screen. And we'll make sure you can hear that. Yeah, you can. Alright, everything is good. So here we go again with another HM grind, or learn how to HM grind video. I am learning. I'm not here to teach you. I'm learning how to do it. It's interesting. From what I've seen so far, it absolutely works. It doesn't help you spawn a great one, but it helps you spawn good ones along the way. That's about as far as I've got with it. I have successfully bounced a couple of solos into herds as well. I've tried 4 times and it's worked twice. So, it doesn't work all the time. I think I've got a tent. Yeah, I've got a tent. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an experiment, really. I want to do one full rotation run and shoot anything rubbish in my herds. Let that respawn, and while I'm sort of hanging around waiting to see what happens with that, I'm then gonna go and sort out some of my solos, because some of my solos, oh, they're big. They're really big. Some of the solo, they shouldn't be as big as they are. They really shouldn't. What have I got on me actually? I better check. Oh, just the 308. Oh, well, in that case. Oh, they must have spooked. Okay. You see, it's almost as though the deer in my shoot zones are so bad that everything I shoot now is good, which is annoying because I need my solos to be bad. Hang on a minute. Let me there we go. And we'll get this one out of the way. What is it actually? Is it a 2? And I'm at pains to shoot this one. But I'm gonna, because I'm getting diamond solos. Yeah, he's gonna die. Okay. We'll take it. Made about 150 grand so far. Doing this, which is kind of cool. I can't be bothered to find it. I'm going to get Ridley to find it for me. Oh. I actually had Ridley out. Sorry, not Trevor. Ridley. There we go. Right. Ridley. Get on it. Nice one. It's all right, Ridley. We've got it, mate. We've got it. It's right here. Nice one. Yeah, so that was a 2. Didn't really want to shoot that from a herd. However, please, Ridley. Thank you. Because my solos are so damn big, they are enormous. Some of them are probably diamonds as well, which I like. That's probably pretty bad. I need to sort that. I need to turn my solos into nothings and my herd animals into something good. Now there's a 147. There's a 211 there. You see the 211's, you know, the 147 is pretty good because that'll bring my average number down, and then the respawns might be better. What are you? You're a 207. And I'm looking at that max. trophy score. You see, there's a 4 there. It's a low 4 and a high 3. I want to get rid of the high 3, I think. But they are all disappearing. You see, there's a potential diamond. It isn't. It's a level 4. And the highest trophy rating estimate is 253, which is only just over the cusp. I'm probably going to get rid of the 4 easy. Oh god, I've got to get my breath back. Hang on. So, welcome along if you are here. Appreciate anyone watching. As I say, if you've got any tips, anything I should be doing, I've been watching all the videos. I've been trying to figure it out. I've got 1,200 hours in this game, over that, and I don't have many trophies. So I've decided to start figuring this out. All I've done in this game for 2.5 years is wander about. I've shot a lot of ducks. Look at that, 21802. So to get diamond, they've got to reach over 249.99, I believe, or 98. So that one is close, but not close enough. Nice example though. Lovely, lovely antlers. These fallow. I adore these coats. I really do. And I've got zones all over the map that, you know, I've got my tents where I need them to be. See, I'm tempted to go and shoot those solos now, but I've been learning that you shouldn't do that. So we'll go up to this other big lake area and we'll have a look in there. I'd really like this place to be better than it is, and I might have to shoot stuff down in order to stop my solos from getting so big. I'm a little bit lost with what I should do with those solos. They are everywhere. Is it the wrong time? It is the wrong time. We'll just change the time. And I'll actually get my proper grinder loadout out. TA fallow grind, yeah, I've got everything I need in that. Let's make it around about 11:30. Yeah. That should do it. Now, it's usually a little bit early this, for this particular area, but we'll have a look. You see, 255 is the max trophy estimate for that one. That's a solo. That is something I really don't need. He's a solo because he's on his own. And there's a 230 and a 150. And then over here, you see, there's a solo and he's at 129. So he's so low and so small. That's good. I'll never shoot that solo again, because he'll make my herds spawn bigger animals. Right, let's get rid of this potential diamond solo. He's so far away at the moment though. I think that these potential diamond solos are making my respawns a bit rubbish. You see, there's another one, but he's just a 199. He's a 3, and he's a herd animal. So that's a pretty bad herd, that. And I'm glad I caught them coming in. So now I know how bad that herd is by comparison to my solo fallow deer. Look at the state of those antlers. They are massive. Now, he'll probably troll. How far away are you? That's far enough. I need the proper gun. I'm probably not going to hit him well enough. So I'll use the plinker. He'll turn around. I'll miss him. I'm glad I missed him. My hands are shaking. There we go. And again. Now I shot him with the 308, so it should be alright. Look at all these deer coming in. Right, we'll go and get him. And I think I just can't keep those solo diamonds lying around. Yeah, we got it. Nice one, Ridley. I don't have to look for the blood. The dog will do it for me. Which is nice. So I do hope everyone's had a nice day. I've had a lovely day. I went to a really important meeting at work. And not enough important people turned up, so the chair had to cancel the meeting. It was quite funny. We all just sat around and drank coffee for a bit. And then we'll have to do the meeting again next week. So, yeah, pretty decent day for me. And there's the deer. I was quite lax shooting it. And I was lax shooting it because I do not believe this is going to be a diamond. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a diamond anyway. And I didn't get the vitals on it. And I shot it with the wrong gun. Oh, I shot it with the 300 Magnum. So I have that in keybind 2 and right, okay, I'm learning. Right, hang on, what? Right, so keybind 1 is the 300 Win Mag AR and keybind 2 is the 308. Okay. Gotta remember that. Alright, well I've kind of messed that area up a bit. So I'm going to go and have a look over here. This is starting to become a really interesting spot for me. I noticed a lot of the other content creators, like the big guys, you know, the guys that have like 100 great ones and, you know, they have all the variations and all of that. A lot of them are finding their great one here. So let's just have a quick look. You see, that's a pretty rubbish herd. Hello, Mr. Red Deer. 5 medium. Solo as well. I'll keep that one there. But when I do a red deer grind, because I haven't done any grinding at all in this game. I've never done it. I learned how to grind last week. And then, you know, I started learning about herd management. And the thing about the herd management in this game, it's a little bit like Way of the Hunter. And I really like Way of the Hunter's mechanic. For aging the animals and getting your animals up to a 5-star and all that. I quite like all of that stuff. And although it's very different in this game, there are similarities. You know, there are similar goals. And I like that. Right. You see, that is a tiny... Look at that. 47 to 65 kg estimate. That is a tiny little deer. And there's a 3. And we'll shoot the... I'm here to shoot solos, aren't I? But if I shoot that 3, at least then... At least then, I might get an interesting respawn. I don't know. I wish I knew more about herd management. I wish I was more experienced or had somebody that could explain to me the dark art. I'll fast travel. I forgot I had a tent there. Right, where's this dead deer? And over again, I've been going around the coastal areas of Awaroa. I'm trying so hard with my mouth and my brain to say that word correctly. New Zealand. I've been on the coast of New Zealand. So let's go and have a look at some of these. Because there's some quite interesting ones. This is one in particular. I thought it was part of the herd, but it isn't. It's a solo for sure. I see him pop up on his own, so there's no way he's part of the herd. Where are you? Otherwise, this herd's pretty shot down. Like 1572 and a 1432. So I don't really need to ever come back here. It's just this. It's just these diamonds. These solo diamonds. Right, he's not here. So we'll make it a bit further into the future. And we'll see if he's there. That's one of them. That 205 is one of them. There. Hard to miss. So estimate is 221 to 262. So this is a specifically high ranking estimate. But he is a 4. He's not a 5 medium, he's a 4. So he's probably a troll. But I need to kill him correctly in order to get the diamond if there is a diamond coming out of it. Quite interesting. I have the right gun. I just need to remember to use the correct gun. I'd like to crouch, please. Thank you. There we go. Right. Always alert. Wrong gun. Right gun. Hey mate, hey mate, hey mate. Turn around. Chill. Got the wrong scope on. And I'm not zeroed. Now I'm zeroed. Nice one. That should do it. Don't float. He's floating. I can't believe it. He's floating. Oh god, gotta wait for him now. I'm so pro. Apparently there's a trick. You can go to your tent, you can skip it a minute. But I'm always cautious of doing that. I suppose while I wait for that deer to float across here, I can make my dog feel a bit better. It's really hard keeping up the bond. The bond drops so fast. So the biggies speed up, getting it back up to best friend again. And why would you not want a best friend? So far in this grind, I have I found 2 diamonds and 1 gold male rare. The rare piebald, and I didn't think it was very special, but it actually is incredibly special. So I was quite pleased about that. So I have taxied that. One of the diamonds I screwed up, and it was a white coat diamond, and that is one of the ones that I really need to fill my lodge up. So I was a bit disappointed about that, but hopefully the more a herd manage, the more chance I have of finding better trophies, better diamonds. So I'm going to keep at it. I also found a level 1 male, and I didn't realize how rare that was, and I shot him. And I've not seen him since. And I've since found out that on the other end of the spectrum, the 1s are great because they're ultra rare, and they bring down the average of your your population so that when a new one spawns, it can be very, very good. I'd like to find another one as well. It's a gold, it's a 240, so it did troll. It wasn't the 249.99 and above that we needed. A lovely example though, that. Oh man. Fallow deer, eh? Pretty cool. So I'll go over here because I've got a tent here, and then I'm going to try and figure out what is solo and what is herd around the corner, because there's one herd and like the solos seem to attach to it, which is a little bit annoying because sometimes you forget which one is in the herd and which one isn't. But we'll have a quick sneak peek at them. And this is the worst. This little area here is the worst. If the deer come here to drink, you can miss them. What's that? Oh, it's a bird, right? It's a mallard. Where are they? There they are. Right. 233. 283. That is the highest scoring level 4 I have ever seen. I've shot a lot of these deer. I've never seen that. And the low estimate is 241. That one actually could be a level 4 diamond. It could be. It'll probably troll. They always do. And there's another 230 there. I mean, one of these is a solo. One of these is a solo, and I don't know which one it is. And because my solos are coming up as diamonds, I kind of need to see. I kind of need to know. So let's try and kill this one. And if it's a diamond, fantastic. He's got the white coat. Oh no, that's not him. Where is he? There he is. He's got what's that? Is that red spotted or just spotted? I think that's just spotted, that coat. Magnificent animal. Let's have a look. Pick the right gun. 308. Yeah, range to 150 and right behind the shoulder blade. Lovely. Let's go and have a look and see if that is a diamond. If it is, my herd management is definitely working. It's just working on the bloody solos. I needed to work on the herd animals. But anyway. Because you see, the solos, when you shoot them, they disappear from where they are and they go somewhere else. And you've got to find them again. And that takes a long time. And I'm even hearing that if you don't know where all your solos are, the respawns on the herds can be delayed. I don't know. I think that's how I've understood it. So you do really kind of need to know where they are. But if this is a solo, we're not going to go and try and find it straight away, and we'll see if the respawns work or not. I've got no other way to figure this out other than pushing buttons and seeing what happens. Right, I mean, that is one hell of a big rack. It's massive. A level 4, 183 top estimate. Let's see. It's a gold. 243.57 classic troll. Really good troll though. That's a nice one. Okay. Well, let's creep round the corner. We might as well creep round the corner now because I think there's a few solos on this south beach. The south side of this beach. They like to come. I reckon there's a solo here that I just don't have the zone for yet. So I'll go and have a look. And these should all be pretty rubbish. Yeah, that one's rubbish. That one I could probably shoot, but I'm not going to shoot him right now because I know I've shot a few herd animals, but I don't want to shoot lots. I'd rather shoot the solos down and just see what happens. But it's all an experiment. So there wasn't an extra solo. Oh, what's that? 211, 4. I'm taking you out, mate. That was a terrible shot. And absolutely, he stepped forward just at that last minute. Now, with any luck, yeah, there is another one. He's a 3, and he's a solo, and he's far away. But I need him gone, because I need these solos sorting out. So let's go and get those. And this was a wonderful thing that I started doing because I was a little bit bored. I was waiting for Star Citizen to update and get better, and I need that PTU on live. So I thought, oh, well, let's reawaken this hunting game, and let's try and play it in a more active way. You know, to get more trophies. I'm really interested in filling out my lodge. I quite like the idea. I think what I like about this game the most is that it's all RNG, but you can do things to make the RNG better for yourself, and there's a lot to achieve. You've got a lot of things to do, a lot of places to go, a lot of trophies to try and get. And I like that. I like that there's RNG, but you work for it. Oh, look at these, man. What's that one? 2, 3, 3, 4. 182 and a 149. That's a terrible herd. But at least one of them is a solo, I think. Anyway. So that's one herd. They all turned around at the same time to go and do something else. So this is the other herd. But I think he's a solo. I don't think he's part of this herd. But I don't know for sure, so I'm going to leave him for now. And over here, another 3. This is a sort of shot down one as well. Yeah, they're not great. I could do with shooting that one, but like I say, I'm shooting the solos. That's what we're looking for at the moment. Lovely. Oh yeah, I mean, I might as well check over here, because there is one that just sort of sometimes appears. He's not there at the moment, and it's probably late in the day. Yeah, it is. So I'll go and reset the time. I do love Awaroa. Awaroa. If you say it with an Australian, a New Zealand accent, it's a little bit easier to say. Awaroa. Yeah, I can say it when I mimic the accent. How about that? Right, where am I going next? Right, I need to check up this river. And I will run just to make sure. I don't spook anything off. Because I've been shooting the solos. The solos, like I say, they'll appear anywhere. Like they could be here, they could be in a little divot there, they could be on the finger down here, they could be in the corner there, they could be anywhere. So you kind of need to find them. I mean, the possibilities of a solo spawning into a Great One is real. And because I'm shooting high-ranking solos, I do want to know where they are. I won't check everywhere. But I need to know where they are, you know? Gotta find those trophies. What if one of them spawned and it's like a piebald diamond? Can you imagine? Ah! Banana Polska 1 Dobry Dizin? I think that's how you say that. Hello there. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you've had a nice day. I have, but I'm finding that my solos on this grind are turning into potential diamonds, which is getting worrying. I need to shoot them down hard, but they're not shooting down. Now they would have spawned in by now. I would have seen them. Yeah, there's no solos here. So I think I'm gonna have to check this one. I think one of these two, I think it's this one. There's a diamond in here and we need to go and check him. Now where's the closest place? That's probably the closest place, but mind you, while I'm here I can check these other diamonds because there's another diamond solo over here as well. Honestly, I can't move for solo diamonds. It's absolutely horrendous. What time is it? It's the right time. Cut down here. 201 and a 198. Looks like I've shot all the ones from there. No, there's some there. Okay, and then what's over here? A 153 can stay. That's a solo that I don't need to shoot again. He's low enough. Yeah, there's nothing here. We're gonna have to go and find this this diamond. And I think I'm gonna run there on the grounds that I just spook everything. And if he is a diamond, I kind of want to get him, you know. And again, I thought this guy was part of a herd, and he isn't. He isn't. After I watched him for a bit, I realized he was a solo. Ooh. Ooh, there's pig. Anything good? I didn't see that. I didn't see the male. I didn't see the male readout. I don't know what it was. Ah, well, we're here for fallow. I think one of the nicer, more relaxing parts of this game compared to Way of the Hunter, as far as hunting games go, is that in Way of the Hunter, your animals die. After a certain amount of playtime, your animals die. So it's something that is amazing, may be lost. Whereas, if you've never pulled a diamond off your map since you got it, and you've never been in multiplayer, the chances are there's a stack of diamonds on your map. And that's the way the game works in this one. So, it kind of makes me feel like there's probably quite a lot, because I don't play multiplayer. I've only ever put my maps on multiplayer for a couple of friends in like 2 years. Wee, hello. So the chances are there's quite a lot of diamonds on quite a lot of my maps that I haven't picked up yet. And I have done nothing but hunt ducks for 2.5 years. I've got 8,700 kills or something. And around maybe 500 is probably all the other types of animals and the missions and stuff. But then anything else to do with this game, it's been about duck hunting. If there's ducks on the map, I have completely decimated every other zone and just concentrated on ducks. And that's great, but the trophies aren't very big. And I want bigger trophies, you know? I wouldn't mind at least one great one. Right. How am I going to get this guy? How far away am I at the moment? Far enough. That's okay. I'm about 266 meters away from where I think he might be. Oh, hello, Rob. How you doing, mate? I'm learning to watch the chat. Got to keep on that chat. I can meander off into my own mind quite easily and forget that there's a chat. And then, yeah, it's great. It's great that there's a chat. Thank you very much for stopping by, Rob. Hope your day's been well. Mine's been alright. But I keep finding solo fallow deer that are near diamond level. And that's not great. Oh, right, so here's them. Here's my fallow. But the diamond ain't in there. Yeah, Rob, it's so easy, isn't it? Like, because you're just getting at the game. That's the problem with computer games, man. They're so enthralling. Right. I think I have done everything. Right, so right, I've shot down my good solos. Or what I think are my good solos. I think what I'm going to do now is main menu, and that'll reset the spook factor. It might sort of it can sort of help. There you go. It can sort of help. That's my understanding. So we'll start at the big Great Lake. This, I want to find my Great One here. If it was an ideal spot, it would be this lake, because this is the lake where I've shot my first diamond in the game, and my first diamond was a fallow, and it was the first fallow I ever shot in the game. So I've got a bit of a penchant for these things. I quite like them. Let's have a look at these then. When it's the chat, when the chat is slow, you don't. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, mate. Yeah, when the chat's slow, mind you, I think I might be overwhelmed if the chat was high. If there was a lot of chat going on, it might even, I might not be able to keep up. So we've got a 237 there. He's a beauty, isn't he? Look at him. And I almost feel like saying that 3 has to go, because he came back. He's come back as a 3. So we'll sort him out. Why is he not dying? Oh, he is dying. We're okay. Terrible shot. I need to zero my my scope more. Absolutely horrendous shot, that. But it's okay. We'll find him. That's what I'm doing, Rob. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying not to worry about it. One thing's for sure. I know that it's important to know a little bit about the game. And one thing about this, I do know this game backwards and forwards. The only thing I don't know is grinding and herd management. So that's what I'm trying to explore now. It's a new dimension to the game. It's definitely sort of like the min-max territory. But I'm trying to enjoy it, I don't want it to be sweaty and like a headache. I want it to be kind of nice. A lot of the content creators have said this is one of the easier ones to do this on Awaroa, or Red Deer on Awaroa, and you'll probably do okay. So that's what I'm going for. Thank you, Ridley. You found that for me. You see, look, I got him up to best friend before. He's already down at the bottom. Mind you, I did main menu. Maybe that was it. So I head up to this one. Hopefully I can kill something good. I think there is a diamond in here, but he is a herd animal diamond, and I'm probably at pains to... He's not there, so he's a single, which is even worse. Look at that single, though. Look at that. 65 to 82 kilogram weight. That is bringing my average down, which means my respawns are good. The more solos that are that size, the better. And these herd animals, maybe there's 2 herds here and we're early. I'm going to see. These 2 animals, just check that guy at the back there. Yeah, 158. You see the 2 can probably stay, but that guy at the back, yeah, 3207, he's got to go. He's got to go. So we'll use the big gun on him. And of course, the one I want to keep is stood directly in front of the one I want to shoot. So in that instance, I get the plinker out. Hello, Donnie. Glad you could make it, mate. Where were you? Where were you last time I streamed, eh? Nice to see you, mate. I hope you had a good day. There he is. He's out in the open now after I used the plinker. And now he's dead, which is even better because he's going to respawn. I wonder, I've got 75 rounds in my pocket of these 300s. You see, that was decent. I wish the 300 was rated for the Fallow. I know why it isn't, but it doesn't half make it easier. All right then, let's have a look at. Let's go this way around. We'll go sort of anti-clockwise around Awaroa. You see, you've got to get that twang in on the end. Awaroa. It comes out. It rolls off the tongue a lot easier. Oh my word. Whoa. 2, 6, 1, 4 easy. Another troll diamond there. Core. Well, I've got to see. I've been doing it the other way. I've not been shooting these things. I need to shoot them now. I need to see what my respawns are. How far away are you? Nearly 300 meters, right? Okay. That should do it. Right behind the shoulder blade. I can't see him, so he's probably behind that tree. Watching in bed on my tablet, so typing is obnoxious. Mate, you should see me type. In fact, you probably do see me type, and you can see how many mistakes I make every time I type something in Discord. So you're all good, my friend. Relax away. We're just deer hunting, you know. No biggie. And when I call my tent, it appears, and I don't need to server hop in order to play my game. I just needed something that worked for a bit. And of course, more Star Citizen content will be coming. I'm just waiting for them to fix it a little bit. I need them to go at it with a spanner at the back end before I go back in and spend all my time in that. I'm really looking forward to the new updates, but I'll be visiting the hotspots once they're less cool, you know? When there's less people about. I just call this map Ray, mate. I'm trying to call it New Zealand, but then I keep saying Awaroa. I keep saying it wrong. There we go. Gold troll. Well, anyway. Yeah, I've said it as Awaroa for 2 years. And then I started watching quite a lot of Scarecrows, and he says it in a funny way. And I was like, what's he saying it like that for? And then I actually looked into it, and that is exactly how you pronounce it. It's so difficult to pronounce, but it's certainly for someone with like floppy lips like me. Let's put it that way. Right. One-handed. I'm not even going to go there, Darnie. You're not going to get a rise out of me. So let's see what's here. I think we're a bit later on in the time. So there should be quite a lot of stuff here. There is a diamond over here. But it's not there. It doesn't roll off. Yeah, mate. Right. Completely understand. It's a funny word, isn't it? If your tongue isn't built that way, let's put it that way. I can't roll my R's either. I don't know if that's a thing. There's a 5. There's a 5 medium. But look at his estimate. 213 to 254. I mean, it couldn't be more trolly if it wanted. You know, like that is like the most trolly estimate I have ever seen in a 5 medium. But anyway, he's definitely a herd animal. He's gotta be. He's gotta be, hasn't he? Where are the solos? There's one solo. There's a solo. He's a 193. Yeah, he's gotta be. He's gotta be part of this herd. I mean, I say that. He doesn't have to be. 233, easy. Am I missing chat somewhere? No, I don't think so, Danny. It's right here. It's only on YouTube. I'm not streaming on Twitch or dual streaming anywhere else. I'm deciding. I think I need to kill this white one. Because he's a 230. I'd like him to respawn as something else. We'll see what happens. It's all an experiment. He is 260 meters away. I'm going to shoot him with... yeah, that one. The 300. Because he's not a trophy animal. He will go down. And is there anything else? I think for now, I'm gonna... oh, thanks. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was actually a thing. But you might be right. Let's go and have a look at this thing. I really want a diamond one of these. I really want a diamond white coat. I can't believe I screwed up my first diamond white coat. Where is he? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It's this way. It'd be really nice to find... where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. There he is. You had top chat selected. Interesting. I'll remember that. It defaults to that? That's even worse, isn't it? That's YouTube, that. They want the interactions. Oh, Ray, the white coat. What about that white coat, man? I screwed up a diamond. Like 3 days ago, I had a diamond that was casual. And I thought, oh, that's a diamond. I'll just shoot it. I screwed it up because the 308 kind of hit his shoulder blade and it didn't get a vital organ, and I was mortified, absolutely mortified, because it was the first diamond white coat that I'd ever got. I didn't even notice that. I knew it was like 153 or 154 or something like that, so it was only a little one, but it would have been my first white coat, and I was distraught, so I didn't even taxi it. Right then, let's go and have a look at these guys again. Let's see if we've got a missing deer or a respawned deer. And that'll tell me if the deer I shot here before was a solo or a herd animal, you see. And I like to put a tent here because the solos will come here and it's just the worst spot. I'd rather spook them, see them and shoot them with a lever action or something, you know? And we have 1, 2, 3 again. 3. Is there 3 males in this herd? Is that even possible? But he's new. The 4 easy, 209 to 250. Another mega troll estimate. 209 to 250. And to make diamond, you've got to get over 249.99. So that is estimated at 0.1 above the threshold. Can you imagine if that was a diamond? Anyway, that's clearly a herd animal because he's come back. This guy, on the other hand, he seems separate from the rest of them. Can 3 bucks attach to one herd? Is that even a thing? We've got a 230 and a 233. We'll try and take them both out, and then I'll find out. Then I'll actually find out because he's perfectly broadside. I just get into a better distance, which might help. It might help. No guarantees though. Now, they're both underestimate, so I can use the 300 Magnum for this. And I need, because I'm going to try and shoot 2, I need the Odin scope. Because I can shoot him, and then I can shoot him like that, you see. It's a little bit easier. 200 meters away, so I'll range to 150 and aim high. I want another one in him, but I've spent all my rounds. One of them should do it. Yeah, he's dying. Did the other one die? Yeah, it did. Right, cool. So we'll find out on the next rotation. If there's still 3 deer there, then there's 3 bucks in that herd, and this is becoming a permanent shooting spot for the grind. I will set up tents around here. Well, I won't have to run to my kills. 3 deer in one herd is I don't see that. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't even know if it's possible. But that was the herd that I bounced. I bounced a solo into it. And I bounced a solo into it by killing a doe. And it makes me think that it replaced the male with the doe. I don't know if that's even possible, though. I think you can only like bounce solos into herds when you kill another male. But anyway, we're experimenting. But I have to say, this grinding is awesome. I've made 100 grand in about 3 days doing this, so it's good fun. You know, like if you need stuff, if you need things, grinding's the way. And I've realized something quite severe. My Reventuli map is completely destroyed. When I tried to do, I experimented, when I was pottering around the map, and I was experimenting. Everyone said, oh, Whitetail's really good. Whitetail's so good at Reventuli. And I thought, well, there's only 1 or 2 spots where they turn up. But it's because I duck hunt in all of the zones where the deer are. Come on, Ridley, find me that blood. Oh, did he go over there? You see, I would have been going in completely the wrong direction. So yeah, my Reventuli map, it's broke. Only the most determined hunters would be able to fix what I have done to that map with my duck hunting. And it's quite interesting that, because I've spent quite a long time doing the duck hunting, and I did a lot of streams on it, and I used to talk about it online, and I went on the forums and I did all of that. And not a lot of people really liked it. And now I can see why. Because if you just duck hunt religiously, you will you'll blow out your zones, and then you won't know where your zones are, you won't know where your herds are, or your solos. Everything's all mixed up. It's a mess. Reventuli in New England are completely cooked. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. But I've had a lot of fun shooting ducks on it. So there's that. Thank you, Ridley. You found me that deer. Another gorgeous white coat. Right. I suppose I could go here and check to see what's happened. I got a shot down herd. There's a solo. Potential diamond solo. Unbelievable. You know, I might even just do a Great One grind on the solos because I don't know what to do anymore, man. So 259 estimate on that 4. What am I gonna do? Another one down there, but oh, that's a new solo because it just went bing, and he's tiny. Well, he's not small enough, but he's small enough for me to not worry about for now. That's for sure. And that guy, who's now 400 meters away, we'll have to come back for him. And hopefully that is merely just a click away. There he is. All ready to start drinking again. And a potential diamond solo is terrible. I just don't want it. All it's going to do is make things more difficult for me in the long run. But he is a potential diamond, so I can't just throw a 300 on him. We're gonna have to get a bit closer. And we'll get broadside. And we'll line up my wind exactly with his nose. How about that? The way this map is built, it's designed for the wind to go in the faces of the deers. It's so frustrating. Potential diamond, but probably not. He's 300 away. I've got a fancy scope. Oh, lost me breath. Hang on. Let's restabilize. Concentrate. Hey. Okay, that's good. He's down. Let's go and have a look at him. It's amazing you can have that big of a lasting effect on the map. You know, isn't it? And that is what got me into this. Before, I just wandered around and shot things. And that's kept me busy for 2.5 years. I'm not going to lie, it's very good. That's a great way to play the game. But it was when I realized that people were actually growing or trying to create high trophy level animals that I went, hang on a minute, you know, I know this game backwards and forwards, but I don't know how to do that. So that's what this is. And I've got so many grinds to do that I haven't done. So there's the fox grind, the pheasant grind, we've got the red deer grind, there's a black bear grind, there's a moose grind, whitetail, of course. And next week, there's another grind coming. And I'm secretly hoping that it's 2 great ones. Because in last year's winter preview, the guys that made this game, they gave all the community a big survey. And we had to fill out this giant survey. And I went to town on that survey. I wrote essays for answers. And one of the things they said that it was like which animals would you most like to see an update on? And 2 animals in that list were wolf and mule deer. And I voted for wolf or mule deer. I can't remember which one, but I want them both to be updated. Now then, where's this animal, Ridley? Thank you. So the new map's going to have new reworked mule deer and new reworked wolf, and within the next 24 hours we're going to find out what that great one, the new great one, is for the new map. He's a gold, of course. 242. So about 8 away from a diamond. Lovely chocolate though. Look at those antlers. They really stand out on these things. What was my shot? Just a nice long shot. Yeah, we did the job. So if the new map has Great One Wolf and Great One Mule Deer, can you imagine how cool that would be? I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed with just one of them. But imagine a Great One Wolf. Imagine a Great One Wolf. That would be cool. Hello, what are you? Well, you're another solo and you're 202. So again, this is one that I've got to get rid of. Easy now. There we go. Hang on. So this herd management thing, it got me thinking about ducks. And I don't think they work in quite the same way, or at least it's more difficult to try and get them to work in quite the same way. Because if there's one thing I know about, it's ducks. Now they won't respawn. Most flocks don't respawn unless all of them have been shot down. So you have to sort of turn them around and turn them around and turn them around, shoot all the ducks in the flock. If you don't shoot all the ducks in the flock, then you end up sort of like sat here waiting. Look, there's 2. There's an example, actually. 3. So we've got 3 mallards there. That means I've shot 2 or 3 or 4 mallards out of that flock. And then they're what's left. And you won't get a new flock until you've killed all of them as well. So it's a slightly different process. With the ducks, you kind of just have to kill them all. So it's a bit brutal. Like, and if you're grinding, the easiest way to do that is to have them all on the water, get them all to bunch up, and then shoot them, which is fine. It's a computer game, but I don't know. I don't want to spend my days doing that. I like shooting them in the air. You see, that's where I like the game to go. Now, I'm just going to check over this corner because there's always something there, but not today. So we'll skip back over and we'll see if it's been long enough. I thought you were going to send that right up the main street. Texas heart shot, they call that, mate. And you can. Also, legitimate shots are neck shots. They are legitimate shots, as well as, in some animals, brain shots. Which comes to a shock to some people. But not if you know a little bit about hunting animals. But anyway. Have I spooked all of them off? Must have spooked them off. Let's go and have a look. We've got some time left. I'll check this pond. Which is normally dead of information. Like there's nothing decent here usually. But what is that? Yeah, that's that potential troll. And we've got a 177. We've got another one. Oh, it's a 153. Legitimate as in legal. I think that's about as far as we're going to go with that conversation. Because of the subject matter, but legal. Yeah. Legal. I think that's what I mean. Should we try and get a really long shot on this? It's a solo. So you can have an illegal shot. And you can like for instance, if I shot this with a too big a rifle, that would be a problem. Or if I shot it in the legs and it bled to death, that would be a problem. But a vital organ shot so it dies quickly is important. Now, do I have a tent over there? Yes, I do. As in humane. I think that, yeah. I think that's where we're going with it. You know, there's other things to remember as well. So, like, say if you're shooting turkeys, you know, you're going to eat those turkeys. So if you shoot them in the upper region, then you're not going to be spitting out loads of shot when you roast your turkey, you know. And if you've ever eaten shot bird, that's a real thing, and you can destroy your teeth. I think they've changed the sort of shot pellets. Like from when I was a kid and I used to eat pheasant that was shot up on the Truffle Bowland and things like that, and you would be spitting out bird shot all the time. Broke a couple of teeth that way. It's a gold 243.11. Well, at least we got it fair and square though, so that's a decent shot. Double lung, it died quickly. You can see here you can get quick kill bonus, so we got that. We got the harvest check. Species difficulty 15%. Well, actually, Rob, yeah, the pelt should matter, but it doesn't in this game. I think in Way of the Hunter it considers it a little bit more, but it doesn't so much matter in this game. I would like there to be a fur bearing mission of some kind, but anyway, yeah, you're on the right track, so don't aim for the danglies. Well, you can aim for the danglies, but it won't necessarily kill the animal. Grey Nomad, oh, you're at the pub, no worries mate. Hey, you're always welcome here, I'm glad you were at the pub. Look at this though, lovely dark. The dark's nice because it's got spots on the back, and you've got this absolutely enormous rack. I think that's called the Razor. I'm learning racks. I'm learning how they work. So it's not completely symmetrical. And a total score of 243, which gives you your trophy rating score. So I think this is all quite cool and interesting. We'll go over to the big lake again. And we'll see if anything's respawned. I would love to get something good. And it could be 5,000, it could be 500. That's the thing about these Great One respawns and about this wonderful system of RNG that EW have developed. Did you see that? Did you see that deer? He jumped. But he's a 4. He's a 4. He's a 237. What's he? He's a 224. And what are you? You're a 187. Yeah, I got hit in the danglies once as well, Danny. I'll tell you all about it off stream, dude. Off stream. But anyway, right, let's have a go at this one. I'll see if I can get that one as well, and we'll see what happens to this herd. Now, I need the right gun, which is the 308, and I need a better scope, because you can't do two, or I can't shoot two animals, even slightly with that thing. The animal might not die quick, but it's like this is a family show, Rob. The other day, actually, I was in your stream, and in the chat, I misspelt shot, and I felt terrible, mate. I misspelt shot. You know what I said. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. We've missed the chance on that one. Oh, go on then. What have we got here? 210. Oh, that was one lucky deer, that. Is he still there? I think I need to get another one in that one. Are you gonna die? Heads down. Yeah, you're gonna die. Okay. We're okay. Someone called the cops HP swore unintentionally. Do you know? That's gonna happen if I stumble across some sort of super rare or diamond or something. I'm frightened that my mouth will get the better of me. Right, there's a deer over here. And I need the dog. I'm going to get the dog now, because I'll have to come back here and get the dog otherwise. So I'm going to get the dog now. Ridley. Where's he gone? Did I have him out? I had him out. Bugger it. I'm just gonna go and find the blood. Let's do it the old-fashioned way without the dog. There's my mouse pointer. Right, let's find him. I'm gonna regret this. I hate tracking on my own. I much prefer using a dog. Let's see. I shot him over here. Aha. I found it. Now, where did you go, mate? Where did you go? Right. Let's use the old hunter mate as well. Right. That way. Ah, there he is. I see it. I see it now. There it is. And then he went this way. So I'm getting up a whitetail grind. What do you think I should buy for all of my tents? What do you think I should buy? All of my tents before going looking for zones. Do you know what, mate? I think I do actually have an opinion on that. Because I've been doing it myself. I think you should buy a few tents and then shoot a few animals and then start opening up your grind a bit more. I don't think you need to just... I think it's like $250,000 to buy 16 tents. So if you don't have 16 tents, it's quite a big chunk, that. Now, if you've got loads and loads and loads of money, yeah, just buy them. Because you're going to need them no matter what. And there'll be a moment when you're out wishing you had a tent. So you have to go back to another tent to buy another tent and all of that. If you've got the money, no bother. If you haven't got the money, it's not an issue. Because you just start off on like one lake. Shoot a bit. Make a bit of money. You know, and then widen your scope. There's certainly no pressure to buy all in one go. And people shouldn't think that they have to. The whitetail one is... Which map are you doing it on, mate? Hopefully Rev. I think Rev has got the least amount of zones for whitetail, so it's a little bit easier. You're gonna turn around and say Rancho, and I'm gonna go, oh my god. But some people really like Rancho. I find Rancho very challenging. I do love it. I just find it very challenging, especially to find whitetail. And then there's Mississippi, but I'm a huge fan of the Mississippi map. I like Mississippi. I know it's like Marmite for some people. But yeah, Rev is what the rest of the YouTube, like, so you know, the experienced YouTube community have been talking about Rev. Yeah, Rev and Thule. And then on Reddit, I read a lot about. They've come back. They've come back really bad. On Reddit, I read a lot about Leighton also being a pretty good whitetail grind. I find Leighton quite difficult to maneuver around, but that's only because I don't hunt on it very often. Look at the state of these. I'm shooting one of them. I need respawns. I can't have this stuff anymore. I don't need the little ones anymore. I want the big ones. I've got too many little ones, which is why my solos are coming up potential diamond. I need to sort this out. And I think really what I've got to do is just keep shooting. just keep shooting the bucks. Is that him there? That's him there. Nice one. I just don't have the ability to get that deep into games. It's not the screen in front of me. If it's not on the screen in front of... Ah, I know what you mean, mate. Yeah. There's casual, and then there's slightly less casual, and then there's a little bit more serious, and then there's... Yeah, there's loads of different ways to play it. Like I say, though, you don't have to... Like, you don't have to take it so seriously. You could just start... Like, I was thinking, So when ASCII Ridge comes out, I'll probably have you come on my map, Rob. And I was thinking, what am I going to do? I don't want us to just run around and shoot anything and everything. I just need to concentrate for a sec. There, I got there. So how are we going to do it? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, oh, well, you can only shoot this level and this level in an attempt to sort of start herd managing. And the weird thing is, I know a little bit about reserves. I know I've mixed with people that actually own reserves and work on reserves and hunt animals in the UK, some of the best places in the country to do it. And this is exactly what they do. What I've just explained there, Rob, is exactly what they do. They go around and they manage the animals, and they make sure that the ones that they need to shoot are shot, and they make sure the ones that they want to keep are kept, so that when the king comes along and shoots something, there's something good for him to shoot. So that's what we'll be doing. And you'll be able to come on my map, Rob. You don't have to buy the new map. I will let you on mine. You're probably one of the only people in the world that I trust on my map. Because you won't shoot. Well, I tell you not to. Now, Crunch, on the other hand. Right then, what have we got? 2, 3, 3. And a 1, 4, 8. They're solos because they're not in a herd. A 2, 3, 3 solos just got to go anyway. Well, Rob, you know, the reason why I'm into this game is because I watched you and Trucker Tango do a stream. All those years ago, I saw you and Trucker Tango on a stream and I was like, oh, this looks like a nice game. 1,240 hours later, here I am streaming it. But I did stream it about last year. That was all the duck hunting stuff I did last year. I'm gonna try and not do that so much and do a lot more trophy streaming, because I think that's it's quite entertaining to watch, and it's certainly quite a relaxing experience. Yeah, I think I saw you two, you and Trucker Tango. You were on Leighton, I think, and you were wandering about, and you couldn't get up a hill or something. And Trucker said you can probably get over the hill, and you said you couldn't. And I think I just turned off the YouTube video and went and bought the game. At that point, I was like, this game's too good. This game's too good. And I really have fallen in love with it. I've got all the DLC, all of it, and I've probably got all of the paints and the camos as well. If I haven't got all of them, I've got nearly all of them. That's a good one. Shame about the rack though. Let's have a look at that rack score. It's pretty bad. Yeah, 201. It's perfectly symmetrical though, which is interesting. I think because of the time, I can probably stay here, change the time. I've seen Scarecrow doing this, and oh my word, Scarecrow, Flinter, Lady Legend, wow. They really know how to play this game. They know every number, every mechanic, everything. It's awesome to watch them play, to be honest, because they know every trick in the book. Who else do I watch? I buy premiums. I've recently started watching JBiz. I found JBiz because Lady Legend did a video with him. And I was so glad I found his videos. They explained more to me, like they got through to me about the herd management more than anything else. JBiz is one of the best. Right then. So there's a 150 there. And I think I just need to start rolling over these herds and seeing what I get. So I'm going to take that one out. I will. Yeah. Did I miss? I missed. Ah, and I've run out of bullets. He is going to die. I was pleased to. Oh, well, mate, you get me into loads of games because you're one of those brilliant content creators that will have a lot of variety in what you produce, which I really like. Because I see stuff that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. I tend to sort of drill down into games like if it's not Star Citizen, it's this. If it's not this, I nearly started streaming Way of the Hunter quite a lot, but I felt like I didn't know enough about the game. Yeah, I need a dog anyway, so I felt like I didn't know quite enough about Way of the Hunter in order to start streaming it. But this game, I'm fairly confident. I've done nearly all the missions. Nearly all of them. Last night I was bored and I went back onto Leighton and did Connor number 10. Now, if anyone's watching that knows about the Connor elk mission tree, my word, is that hard. 2 years it took me to find that elk, but I found him last night. I might start doing mission streams as well, because that isn't something that people are interested in, which means the attention will be low and I'll get to practice. I'm not sure I've done more than 1 or 2 missions. Yeah, mate, I know. That's the thing. They either appeal to you or they don't. But I quite like the missions on the ground, that they teach you a lot about the game. They teach you a lot about how the game works, where the animals are, what stuff's there, what time it's there, all of that sort of stuff. And you get to learn all the different types of weaponry as well. So I could probably shoot any animal with any gun in the game now with confidence, only because I've just tried hard on the missions, you know. Where are you going, Ridley? Can we make it through there? Yeah, we can. And the thing about the missions is quite some of the DLCs, they have a paid for gun that if you do the missions, you'll get the gun for free. And I'm sort of, well, I have to do the mission then to get the gun. I'm not gonna buy the gun if I can do a mission to get the gun. So I'll be doing the missions to get the gun for sure. I have you to tell me all those things. Yes, you do, Rob. Yes, you do. Need to take off now. No worries, Rob. That's all good. Thanks for stopping by, mate. I hope all is well. And if you're streaming later on, you know I'll be there. Right. Let's have a look at this problem area. I really want to see what's happened here, because we shot 2 bucks out of this particular herd. Now, if there's 2 more bucks there now, then that is one hell of a place. 3 bucks in one herd is just brilliant, because I'll be able to roll that herd over quite a lot. The herds, you see, they don't disappear. They don't bugger off. They stay where they are, and then the bucks respawn in it. Let's have a look. Ah, there's only 2. So one of those 2 that we shot was a solo, which is fine. I mean, I'm probably going to shoot that 2. Oh, so, mind you, it's a 2. And it's under 50. No, I'm not. I'm going to shoot this thing. The potential diamond that is definitely a troll. Ain't no way you a diamond. If this is a diamond... If this is a diamond, I'll delete my shameful lodge. I won't. That's a lie. Right, 200. Let's have ya. Lovely. So I could do with shooting this, if there's, because there's not 3 bucks in there, there's only 2 bucks in there. That buck is under 150 and it's a 2, so he gets to stay. This is herd management now, and I'll shoot this one down so that when it respawns, if it's something big, I'll keep shooting it down, and I'll keep shooting it down until it becomes a low scoring 3 or a 2. And then I'll never come here again. And I'm just going to concentrate on those high respawn shoot zones. But it must be working, because I've never seen so many potential diamond fallow before. Like in the few days, it's been about, I probably decided to start doing this maybe even 6 days ago. And the amount of trophy animals that are popping up, it's way more than I normally come across. So there's definitely something in this, but you don't need me to tell you that. If you're a grinder... I have a fallow grind right now, Mason. Oh, mate, Mason, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's so relaxing. I was doing the the first grind I started was a tar grind when Sun Department came out, and I found that very overwhelming and very difficult to do. So then when Salzwiesen Park came out, I was like, oh well, pheasants. I shoot ducks all the time. Surely pheasants isn't going to be difficult, but I didn't understand how the pheasants worked, and it overwhelmed me again. So then I thought, oh well, what's next? And someone said, oh, just do an island grind and Salzwiesen with the foxes. And I have to admit, oh, there's another solo. 175. Well, probably going to leave him. So I learned about bouncing animals over. So like, you know, you'd find like one solo female and you could turn that into a pair of males and stuff. And I learned about all of that, and I started to sort of practice doing that. But the thing about shooting foxes is they're small and you have to do it at night. Because I'm learning how to shoot deer properly, you know, it's almost like, let's do something easy to start with, HP, you know, don't make it hard on yourself. So, looked online, everyone said, oh, fallow or red deer on Te Awara are pretty good. It was a shot up between the red deer, the fallow, and the American black bear on Silver Ridge Peaks. But I thought the fallow were great. My first diamond that I ever shot in the game was a fallow, and the first fallow I ever shot was a diamond, and it was on this map that all happened. So I like the fallow, you know what I mean? Right, so they're solos, they're threes. One's bigger than the other one. But I'm at pains to get rid of those. And is there anything good over there? You see, there's one decent 4 over there. What's that one? What's that one? There's something over there. Hang on. It's a 3. But that's, you see, he's pretty decent. That one. But he is 370 meters away, so I'm gonna... Bear is hard. Yeah, you know, I'm glad I didn't start the bear one, because it sounds like it's as complex to master for a beginner as the fox one. It feels like they've got this sort of same, you know, level of difficulty, whereby, you know, you've got solos and pairs, and you've got to kind of get them into the right spot, and then you don't know where your solos have gone, and then you have to go around, going around Silver Ridge Peaks. So Silver Ridge Peaks is not an easy map to navigate, or at least it isn't for me. So yeah, it was a little bit, it looked harder than people were calling it, and the only people that were saying that it were easy were people like Flinter and Scarecrow, and it's like, well, if it's easy for you, mate, it doesn't necessarily mean it's easy for me, you know? But I'm definitely going to give it a go. I certainly like shooting bear. I like shooting bear quite a lot. Is that a 3? That's a 3. What's that guy behind? There's a guy behind that 3. I want to know what he is. He's a white coat. He's a 3. He's a 3. He's a 3. Right, we're shooting that one. He's a 4. 2, 3, 3. He's got to go. We'll get him out of the pool. I feel like that was a terrible shot. It was a terrible shot. There he is. We got him. Go on, mate. Lie down. Lie down. Relax. Relax. Oh, right by the pillar. Blimey, that's miles away. Hello? Oh, I accidentally typed. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to doing other grinds. I think the next one I might do is probably a red deer grind, and I'll do that on Quattro. I might do it on this one though because it's easier. There's less drink zones. Bit of a fan of the red deer because you get red deer in the UK, so I've seen them. I know what they look like. I like that. You get fallow as well, so you know, I know what they look like. That's cool. Never seen a seeker deer in real life, you know. Things like never seen an axis deer in real life. Never seen a pronghorn in real life. Love to, but I haven't. So do what you know. You know, do what you're familiar with. I wonder if there's a solo over there. Sometimes there is, but there isn't today. I tried red deer and I yeah, right. So I've heard that it can be problematic. I was watching Lady Legend and I Buy Premiums. Obviously, you know, two of the best people to watch on the subject of this. And they made it sound kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They made it sound kind of easy. But then I watched Scarecrow, and he started talking about how it can wrap you into riddles with the way that the red deer work, and they're quite problematic. They don't turn up on time. The solos are difficult to manage, etc, etc. So well, I suppose it's good in a way that all of the grinds are difficult to take on at first. Is it beyond the time? Time's gone. I'm going to main menu and we'll reset things. Yeah, I'm glad it's hard. It's just, it's so hard. They do. I mean, they're so casual. And like, Flint is like, oh, we're just going to go and shoot this over here. And he's got like a rare and then a super rare and then an albino. Just like, and then, oh, I've got a great one over here. Scarecrow's amazing. Like, the level to which those guys work, I am in awe. Right, I've main menued. I'm going to do the time. Let's get it about there. And then I'm going to go over there and see if we can see anything new. I'd love to get a super rare. I do have a super rare. I have a super rare willow ptarmigan. Would you believe it? Why are they going? What's in them? 4. 1, 4. So the second buck hasn't respawned yet. Yeah, I got a super rare. I got a white diamond willow ptarmigan, and I didn't know it was a super rare. And when I got it by chance on Reventuli. It was a black dot in the sky, and I shot it. But I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. And I was fully presenting like I am now. Then I looked over at OBS, and it wasn't recording. And I was mortified. So I taxed it, I mounted it, and I moved on. And I wonder if I'll ever find another one. Who knows? What is that? That's a potential diamond. It isn't, because it's a 4 easy, but it's a potential. And there's a 237 at the back. We'll take the 237. There we go. I'll keep the potential diamond 4, and we'll see what else happens. I love this game. I learned so much more about animals playing hunting games. And I learned about ballistics as well. I'm from the UK. The only shooting I've done is when I was younger. I used to shoot shotgun, which is why I came on this game and just started shooting ducks, because that's something I know about. I know about shotguns. I understand all of that. And I used to shoot clay. I was pretty good at it too. But of course, you know, you move on, you do stuff, and then eventually you stop doing it. Oh, wow, Ridley, you were swimming. You were swimming there. Nice. But I didn't know anything about, like, you know, what was the difference between a 270 and a 4570? I wouldn't have known 2 years ago what the difference was. Now I know everything. I know about the black powders, the rim fires, the rifled slugs, everything in between. It's been an amazing journey learning all of this stuff. And these games, I don't know, they're real teaching tools. There's a 4201. We'll get that one because I don't have to worry too much. I need that one to respawn. Easy, easy. There we go. Any more? I nearly took that potential diamond out, but I didn't. I refrained. I hate getting a bad shot. I've started really concentrating. Ever since I destroyed the diamond a few days ago, I realized that I was just way too casual. And you've really gotta, you know, concentrate. This morning I had a flying bang tang on Emerald Coast. May. I hope you made some money. I love those bang tang. I got a diamond one after decimating herds on the coast. Yeah, I love the bang tang. They're a really good model as well. It's an excellent model of a wonderful animal. You get quite a lot of diamonds as well. I've found a few, and that's rare for someone like me. I think the best way to describe my natural hunting in this game was a bit like KG Games. I'll kind of just go around, shoot stuff, and enjoy myself, you know? I won't. And I never used to sort of really think too hard about it. But I've started to, and it's definitely paying off. My first bantang was, I bet it was, dude. I bet it was. There's so many of them. They're brilliant. They look so good as well. I much prefer shooting them to the saltwater crocodiles, although the saltwater crocodiles are quite fun as well. Should we kill this 232? He's right behind a doe. What's over here? Oh, let's go and have a look at these. There's loads over there. I think there's 2 herds here. And I'm just turning them over now. I want to see what the respawns are like. And they're all about this. I keep getting these like 4s and high 3s. I mean, he's a 4. And what's next to him? I bet that's a... What is that? I need to know what that is. It's a 3. It's a high 3. So both of these. Ah, what did I shoot? I hope I didn't shoot a doe. I didn't. Okay, I missed everything, which is fine. That's how do you make all your money? Well, I mean, I've made 100 grand in the last 3 days just shooting fallow. But how do I make all my money? I'm a duck hunter, mate, and I'm a avid duck hunter. Like crazy. I've got on my score, I think I've got somewhere just under 9,000 harvest. Over 8,000 of those harvests are ducks. I'm really into duck hunting, and I've been into that ever since the game was introduced to me. It was like the #1 thing I wanted to do. So on Reventuli, I've got you know, shoots all over the map. I did a series of streams last year. You'll be able to find them in the playlist for this stream. You'll see like streams for Reventuli and New England and Mississippi and all of that. And I show you where I'm going and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. It's not a way. The way that I do it isn't the way. Where's my dog? The way that I do it is very natural. So, for instance, let's get this dog. There we go. So this was one of my old mallard spots actually. I used to love this place for mallard, and I'd get a blind out here. And I'd put literally like, see those ducks there. If you put one mallard decoy down about 20 meters away from your blind, you don't need any callers, you don't need anything at all. The ducks will come. and they'll keep coming. And what I would do is I'd shoot them in the sky like this, and I wouldn't spot them. So all of my 8,000 ducks were shot high birds. I would shoot them like this with a bit of lead. I wouldn't use a scope. All iron sights, all shotgun. And then if I got something nice, oh wow, that was a special thing. So when I find diamonds and things like that, I'm ecstatic on the grounds that I got it by random. Or I'd position the shoot in such a way so that the sun would be behind me and I could see the plumage. And on maps like Reventuli, your teal, your tufted, your goldeneye, they're going to come in a lot earlier than your widgeon and your mallard. So, with that in mind, you can sort of scan around for all kinds of different species. And you end up getting some pretty interesting shoots. But be warned, if you become a duck hunter like me in this game, where you do it to the level that I did it, you will blow out your zones to the point where it's difficult to put them back. So when I do my Reventuli whitetail grind, I will new game. It's that bad on Reventuli because I'm so into duck hunting that I can't go back and fix everything. So I'm going to do everything and do whitetail grinding probably is the last thing I do. But I'll new game for that. The last time I new gamed, I got up to level 60 in about 2 weeks. So I know I'm not worried about, you know, the low levels and the earning the new stuff and everything. And I'm definitely good enough to get that sorted out pretty quick. But I'm not good enough to fix my rev map because I've blown all those zones out. Like there's entire areas where bear are supposed to be and they just don't go. There's entire areas of where whitetail are supposed to be and they just don't go. But I've had duck hunts constantly. So I've been getting what I want out of the map, but I think I'd like to try some other things. Whitetail being one of them. We'll take that one and let's go and have a look up here again. What time are we on? 12:24. Nice. Let's see if there's anything fancy. I've been rolling over these herds now, so we'll see what the respawns are like. Pretty terrible. Wow. A 204 easy is all there is over there. What we got over here? There should be a diamond over there, but there isn't. And because there isn't, I'm concerned that the diamond that I have seen is a solo, which is scary. Those are the best fallow legs. They are, aren't they? I'm really annoyed. I've kind of shot this herd down and I need this herd to be good. And this herd isn't great. This herd is okay. And there's another herd that joins this herd and that's got 5 medium in it. I want this lake to be littered with 5 mediums and it isn't at the moment. It's a bit hard to try and sort of push the numbers the other way, but we'll keep trying. I expect I'm going to be at this for quite a while, but it's fun, you know, learning something new. So that's a 204. We can deal with that. And in fact, I'll reload my gun, and then I'll try and take out that other one as well because it's a 3. I want the 4 first, though. Next shot. Missed. Where is he? Missed him again. Ah. Oh. How many kills am I at? Let's have a quick look. Where is it? So, oh. Not 8,000. So when I said I've had 8,000 ducks shot, I haven't. I've had 7,000 ducks shot. So I'm on about 420 kills on this grind so far. I got my numbers wrong before. So I'm about 420, because I was about 7,000 something. So give or take maybe between 60. So I'm really early on. I'm really early on in the grind. But you make a lot of money doing this. Like a hell of a lot. So it's all good. And you get to shoot everything in the daytime. Which is big. Especially, what's over there? Is there a... Oh, there's just... You see, before I knew what I was doing, I had to shot that. Before I actually, you know, started to realize what the respawns, how they worked and everything, I just gone, oh, there's another opportunity for some hunting there. But that's because I wasn't a hunter before. I've learned so much about it since then. I even started watching real hunting videos on the grounds that I wanted to know more about how it was done. Because it was just such a new thing to me. Totally fascinating. Hello, that's a single. It's a 145 though, so you get to live. I see this a lot. They get stuck. Hello. Nice. Okay. Let's roll them over. Let's see what happened here. I know I need a more consistent shooting zone area as well. That's something that I need. Like I need each one of these shooting zones or shooter zones to be... Yeah, I need to have the right distance away from the tent, and then I need a pickup tent. And I haven't really got there yet. I'm still trying to find these solos and deal with them. There's probably a Great One solo at the end of the bloody coast somewhere, and I haven't spotted it. 173. And it looks pretty small. 142. Probably going to leave them now. Ooh, what are you? What are you? A 139 solo. Perfect. That's good news. Oh, that's really good news. They kept coming back as diamonds. Oh, that's brilliant. That's rubbish. That's a rubbish solo. That's fine. I'm gonna leave him. He can live. So I will have a look at these solos here now. Now that I know that the solos are respawning not as potential diamonds, I can probably have another go at some of this. He's 175. Where are you? Right. So that one will respawn now, and I'll just... it's a roll of the dice. I wonder what it's like to do a pheasant grind on Rancho. There's a 198 there. I wouldn't mind killing that as well. That is how you know you are headed in the right direction. Really? Really? That's the best news I've heard all day, Mason. Because remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. Is that good? The solos are going down, so I'm doing something right. Okay. That's all the info I needed, dude. We're gonna keep going. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I would love to just be, you know, the small solos, yeah. And I'm kind of alright if they're like a 159. You know, I'll be like, alright, that'll do. No. And then maybe if I can stack up some more 5 somewhere in my herds, which is what I want. Oh, I don't know, man. The anticipation of possibly getting a great one, as long as you keep at this, is killing me. How is that a 200? Oh, a bit of dancing around. We've got some 3s. I don't like the 3s. It's a 200 and a 182 there. I've got 5 bullets. I wouldn't mind making these respawns. Oh, I think I got him. I did. There's the other one. There he is. There you go. Speed that up. Lovely white coat. One day I'll relive the moment of getting a diamond white coat, and I won't screw it up. I probably shoot it with a bow. I'm so desperate to make sure it works. Quite like the bows. I'm a big fan of that Steinberg. I did like the recurve bow for a while, but when the Steinberg came out, I started using that instead, because you can put a sight on it, which just makes it easier, you know. I got old eyes, and it's nice having the red dot. But I have done the recurve bow, you know. Fallow glitch out a lot. Yeah, they do, don't they? They do seem to do that. I've noticed the only animal I've seen that is glitched out as much as fallow is water buffalo. I seem to see they seem to glitch out quite a lot as well. Right, let's get up here and let's see. Oh no, I was there a minute ago, wasn't I? Yeah, we need to go back down here. I'm too casual. I need to be more militant with my grind rotations. I will main menu just for the sake of it. And we'll do one more round. We'll see if anything fun shows up. You never know. And isn't that the thing? Like, oh, just do one more rotation. You never, you know, like, it could be there. That, ah, oh, mate. Love this game. The anticipation. Let's see if there's anything good there. I think I've got to change the time. Yes, I do. Let's do 12. Everything will be there then, at least. Let's have a look. And there's nothing there, so we'll do the thing. You know, the 1 minute thing. Did that work? It kinda did. How about that? And then if I do that, some more might even be there. There aren't. There's just one doe there at the moment. Okay. There's a potential diamond in a herd. There's a potential diamond in a herd. Oh, now that makes me feel good. They're not diamonds, they're 4s, but they're estimates above the level. This herd is ready. I can keep that one as is now. That herd's ready to go. This herd hasn't spawned, which is a shame. So I'm gonna have a look at this one up the top end. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, it's very tempting, but I will leave them. Thank you. Yes, I will leave them. They are gonna help me. Now, what's over here? Oh, it feels good. It feels good when things work. Because you're just sort of shooting around in the dark until it does, you know? Right, what's this? What are you? I can't see what you are. What are you? You're a 147. You're a 147. I'll keep you. There's a 5.8 there, and there's something at the back. What is it? It's the potential diamond, isn't it? Yeah, it is the potential diamond. Spot. It isn't the potential diamond. Okay. I think I'll shoot the big one. Because that's the one I'd rather have the respawn of. And if I'd had a moment, more, I would have had that 3 as well. Okay. Need to train those wrists. Right. Where did it go? Have I lost it? Is that it? There it is. Gotta love this 300 Magnum AR, eh? Makes things a bit easier. Right. And now we're on a new loop, so we'll check up here. Please be something good. Give me something. First up, I want to see what's over here. Let's have a good look. There's a 232. Could probably do with shooting that one. And how far are you lot away? You see, yeah, I'll go for this one. I'll turn this one over, and then if they spook, they spook. 153. Where's he gone? Did he just... Oh, there he is. I couldn't see his antlers. He's a 232. Right. Let's have it. Aiming is easier for PC, but... Oh, man, a controller aiming. You guys are hardcore. It's hard enough with a mouse. It must be way harder on a controller. I don't doubt that for a second. Right, so we got him. Did I spook him? No, I didn't. 155. 200. You're the one. If you stay still. I missed you. Ah, gotcha. Nice one. So we got 3. We got 3. I have a tent over there, so we'll run over here. This is a good spot. I just turned over 3 fallow there quite quickly. I might have to get another tent, put it down there. I don't know where I can squeeze one in, but I'm sure I'll find one. Yeah, this is a good spot. This is a really good spot. And it's also an excellent spot for mallard. If you're that way inclined. Took me a long time to realise you could walk through most of this. There's a bit over there where the deer gets stuck when they float. That's one of the most demoralising parts of this sort of stuff, is when you're shooting all these deer, you can't pick one up because the game's bugged in some way. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that makes me feel good. Sorry, it makes me feel bad. Right then, let's have a look at chat. Quite pleased to got 2 there. If he hadn't have stayed still, he'd have lived. A lot of potential damage with those 3 yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way of it, isn't it? You keep rolling over those good ones, and when everything else is low. Yeah, with the respawns. I can't believe it took me 2 years to work all this out. I'd have probably started grinding a little bit earlier on in my play time with this, if I'd have known how easy it is to get, some decent trophies. Right, so we've been down there. In there. I will check this this area again. Just to see if I can shoot anything worth shooting. What we got? Oh, has everyone gone home? It's 12:30. Oh. 2:15:3. That's the perfect thing to kill. It is a solo. But I don't want it on my map. If there's a solo that's a 3, it dies. If it's got those kind of stats. Now then, how am I gonna get over there? We're gonna go there. It's over there. So I think today, very casually after work, I've shot 50 deer. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for me anyway. And I'm considerably richer than I was when I started playing today, which is another good thing. Crikey, you spend more money switching the time over than anything else. Look at them. Ah, the majestic mallard. I've got diamonds, I've got rares, I've got all kinds of wonderful duck trophies. But they're very, very small. Where is he? Help me find him. Oh, he's there. Oh, he died straight up. I thought he ran a little bit. Okay. Right, so we got that one. Let's try. Let's do this. 12:37. I mean, it's hit and miss whether these herds are actually here at this time. I've been setting it to 1 sometimes. And sometimes they're still there. You see, look, isn't it? 1 solo. Let's just do the scarecrow thing. I learned from scarecrow, so I'll always call it that. 1 o'clock. Okay, alright. There's something to shoot. And there's a little solo over there. That's good. A 183 and a 148. And what are you? What are you? You're a 148. So what are you then? The one at the back is bigger. It's a 1823. Well, it's gonna have to be them two. Let's... Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the 300. And let's go for it. It is at this lake that I have a big level 5 solo. Should I shoot it? Right. Interesting, Mason. You have exactly the same problem I've been having. And if I go over here, one of these might even be exactly what you've got. 5 medium. There he is, right at the back there. I think he's in a herd, but he could be in a solo because they're so temperamental, these things. You got a big level 5 solo, should you shoot it? It's an interesting question, that. I tell you what happened to me over the last 5 days. I had a big level 5 solo and I didn't shoot it. And then I went round getting respawns a little bit better. A little bit lower 3s, a little bit lower 2s. I don't know if not shooting that 5 solo actually helped. Today, I have shot my 5 solo. That was a solo. Sorry, a 5 medium. I think things are improving. And last night I did several hours of research. I watched streams, live streams of Scarecrow, and you know, like they just talk and they have so much information. And the consensus was with Scarecrow, if you've got a 5 medium and it's a solo, you should just shoot it. So that was kind of the attitude today. And I nearly shot this thing, but he might be in a herd. And if he's in a herd, you'll want him, obviously, you know why. So it's an interesting question, that, and I think it's up for debate. I would say, from my past experience of the last 5 days, you should. Because it's a solo, and you must be certain that it is a solo, because you don't want to shoot it out of your herd. I know that. I've got that much info on it. But they're under 50. That one's close to 50. You know, and all I'm doing is researching. You know, I've got the same knowledge base as any beginner when it comes to this, but it's what I'm learning as I go. 183, and they're nearly going. I wouldn't mind shooting something over it. I really want to shoot that 5 medium, but I know I can't. So we'll get the 158. I was going to shoot that one as well. What about you? You're 164. You could do with being shot, if I'm perfectly honest. But I missed you because I'm rubbish. So we'll just take the 1. For sure it's a solo? Yeah. Well, I'm quoting Scarecrow. And I have a feeling he's very knowledgeable about this whole process. So I did what he said in his stream a year ago today, and things have improved. Where's this? Oh, it's over there. Things have definitely improved. I mean, it's the solos that's, you know, it's like what you just said a minute ago, Mason. It seems to be getting better when you get small solos, so persist. Keep pushing the solos down, no matter what. You know, eventually, even if you've got like stacked diamonds everywhere, you still get a respawn that's low. It's not a surefire thing that you stack all your diamonds and then... Is that Ridley over there? I nearly shot you, Ridley. I nearly shot you. So I'll be doing this again. What day is it today? It's Thursday, probably Saturday. I think I'll do another stream, and I might make it a big one. You can trust those big YouTube. You absolutely can. The wealth of knowledge. Who am I watching? Lady Legend, Scarecrow, Flinter. I watch Mel. I watch. I can't think of any others. There's more. Ibiz. Oh, sorry, no, Jaybiz. Jaybiz is the big one. He's amazing. And then there's I Buy Premiums on Twitch, who's a master at the grind and herd management. Yeah, school of YouTube to learn all of this. But I hope you've had a nice time. I'm going to call it there. It's very relaxing doing this. I'm definitely doing it again, and we're going to do more. I've caught the bug. I hope to see you around. I hope to see you again. It's been absolutely... You'll be doing a stream on my birthday. Well, happy birthday for that day, and I will. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try and stream for a bit longer. I'm old. I get tired. But I'm gonna try and do maybe a 3 hour, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how we go with it all. We'll see how it all. Thanks, HP. That's fun. It was nice to have you lurking in the background, LJ. You're welcome. Mason, bye. Yeah, mate. Yeah, we'll call it there. Nice one.